thing made for sing-along tunes and Disney soundtracks, as so many had been played before. These would eventually give way to the Jackson 5 and then Elton John and various 45s from a glut of one-hit wonders. Later, my first hard rock record, The Who's Tommy, and then Jesus Christ Superstar, and on to Alice Cooper's Welcome to My Nightmare and Queen's A Night at the Opera. Not long into my last weeks of grade 8, I was talking to a friend about our mutual admiration for George Carlin. Our initial conversation about our favorite comedian turned into a discussion of comic books and rock music, and then, ultimately, inevitably, this rock band called Kiss. As we yammered on, I could not help but notice a copy of Alive held tightly under his arm. I had to know who or what were these costumed creatures striking spastic poses amid the smoky glare of the stage. From that moment on, I had never wanted a record more, and, to my parents' lasting credit, it would soon be wrapped for my graduation festivities, freed as I was to pursue higher education and all its waiting tremors of teenagehood. Zits, masturbation, booze, drugs, sex, cars, and, sure, well, my studies. And did I play the damn thing? Day and night, night and day throughout the steamy summer of 1976, our nation's bicentennial, dissecting every liner note and studying each photograph, reveling in the distinctive Kiss magic. The face paint, the blood, the fire and explosions, the costumes and the mayhem hijacking every inch of my rabid imagination. For me, Kiss represented my own Declaration of Independence, a crude but enticing slice of liberation, but not as defined or revelatory as I had embraced in music to that point. Films, books, and comics may have scratched an itch, but this was weirdly dissimilar. There was a tangible and cathartic release prevalent in its power, and a mischievous smirk in its message. Mostly, it lent a voice to an id I had not yet discovered in early adolescence, but knew was hiding there, ever so unhinged in pristine youth, while also remaining mysterious. Until now. It was as if Kiss would stand as the last exhale of my waning innocence, a distant call from uncharted recesses where one day the fantasies of invincible adventurers performed for my pleasure. Soon a rock magazine revealed a new Kiss record had been released in March, and how could I not own it? Chores, odd jobs, and shameless begging preceded a quick bicycle ride to the record store, and soon, Destroyer was mine. And so, the time has come. The needle is released from its crude moorings and lifted ever so precisely above the spinning black sphere. The slightest drawing of a breath and the faintest wry smile as I await the moment of truth. Introduction. Destroyer is the most compelling and influential musical statement in the highly provocative, if not distinguished, career of a hard rock band from New York City whose name was an afterthought to the original vulgarity proffered at the band's inception in the year 1973. Instead of going with fuck, clearer heads prevailed, namely that of the band's promotionally savvy 23-year-old bass player, previously known as Gene Klein, and his partner, the former Stanley Eisen, a fellow Queens native and 21-year-old rhythm guitarist, who suggested a more acceptable but no less bombastic Kiss. By then, the perpetually forward-thinking Klein had been anointed Gene Simmons, and the singularly driven Eisen had become Paul Stanley. The drummer, Peter Criss, more famously known as Peter Criss, a 28-year-old Italian tough from the mean streets of Brooklyn, had been a veteran of several.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.